Oh, look, poor Joey Nukes, walking around in the rain as usual, looking for raids, waiting to be invited to raids. Well, this is going to be a thing of the past, because Niantic just dropped a pretty huge update allowing us to join raids from our friend screen. If someone's at a raid, you can just drop in with a remote raid pass and not have to wait for invites and not have to invite people to your raids, try to find people, so on and so forth. I mean, you will still invite people and you will still get invited. But the opportunity to pop into raids, especially if you're like me and you work and you can't be on all day and you have friends that are in different time zones, for instance, I'm in the US, so Japan, Australia, India, places like that where the time zones are different and they're out raiding when I'm finally getting home. I no longer have to mess around and try to find these raids. They'll be available to me. It's pretty dope. I'm going to show you how this works in a second, but guys, this is a titanic game changer. It's not a perfect fix to the issues, but it's a really big step in the right direction. I don't think people really have latched on to how important this is and how valuable this will become and how valuable your friend code is going to become in the future, especially if you do a lot of raids. It's a pretty big deal, and it's coming at a time, oddly enough, when I was getting a little burnt out and feeling like there wasn't a lot of exciting stuff to do. And oddly enough, right before this huge event this weekend, was just feeling kind of stressed out about this game. So I'm going to show you here in a second how this is done. It's pretty easy, not a lot to it. And yeah, let's do that. So here is a cut. All right, guys. So you'll see here at the top of my friends list, sorted by @raids, there's a dialga. Buddy of mine there. I'm out of passes. Uh-oh. Got to spend money. And we'll go ahead and drop into this dialga raid. We got 7 people. Pretty easy raid to take down with 7 people. No problem. Pretty cool feature. So basically, as long as you can avoid Roar of Time, dialga's pretty easy to take down. 7 people. Not the end of the world. Once again, this feature is so OP in the end. Really, the more I think about it, it's going to allow us to, like, for instance, this weekend, when there's a ton of raids. We got Primal raids, we got dialga, we got Palkia, we've got the Snorlax with the vest on, we've got all kinds of cool raids. And a lot of people, even if you spend money, a lot of people just can't do these on their own, or they can't get enough people together to do these raids. It doesn't extend, unfortunately, to, your Dynamax raids, stuff like that, but, it never did and never will. But if you can do legendaries like this, if you can do, like, the key component Pokemon for an event like this, this is huge. Guys, your friend code has become extremely valuable. All right? Think about that. If you do a lot of raids, your friend code right now opens the door to players who don't have access to raids. So think about that when you're looking at your friends list. If you're like me and you have 400 some odd friends, there's only so much room for people. So we're going to kind of tackle that in another video as far as what this does to, like, friend code trading. But this is how it works. It's pretty cool. Let's go, obviously. If you guys have thoughts, let me know in the comments what you think about this new feature. I think it's pretty dope. I think it's pretty OP. And let's have some fun this weekend. Let's do some raids. Look for me. I'll be in there doing raids. Come join me. Joey Nukes, out.